What's happening to you kind folks? Welcome to the Ipaintcreatures YouTube channel. I'm also called by IPC, and I always start my videos out by a grand shout out and gratitude to all of you taking your precious time to watch these videos, interact with me, get some insight, and come along for my artistic adventure and journey through life. And today I'm showing you a speed paint of a happy orb goblin, and I'm doing this in oils, and so I'm having a lot of fun on the canvas, and it comes out of my archive, and he has basically water orbs he's playing with. But today I'd like to talk about a Wassily Kandinsky quote, and he says, "The artist must train not only his eye but also his soul." And that's one I can really talk on because I've kind of approached life in a unique way, in the sense that I am a functioning artist, professional artist. I make my living of painting and drawing and publicly performing and doing spoken word poetry and performance poetry. But I've always told people that the arts have saved my life, and I lost my father at a young age and was diagnosed with a deadly disease the year after I lost my father. And so my mother had to go to work and basically left me alone with my own devices. And of course I went to the streets, not because I was impoverished. We weren't super rich, but I wasn't totally impoverished. But I went to the streets to find my family and my kin and my tribe. And somewhat found them, but found a lot of individuals that basically showed me I had a lot of this art boiling up in my veins. And so I started doing art, and I've always done all of the arts, you know, and I consider entrepreneuring and just living creatively and thinking real creatively and seeing the world, you know. My metaphor has always been a poetic painted symphony, and seeing the world that way. And so without me kind of knowing it, I've always used the arts to tune my being. So basically I always have used, you know, movement, martial arts, and dance to tune my physical being. I've always used drawing and painting and doing poetry as really tuning my mental faculties, my imagination, my wonder, my curiosity. And I've always used music and arts like that to tune my emotions. And I believe when you tune all three of those elements in you, you are basically training your soul, and what this quote is saying by Mr. Kandinsky. And you train your soul, not anything too woo-woo, just train your soul to listen really to that voice inside you and really come from that authentic source all of us have in the side. And I think, you know, we get blinded because arts is always seen as, oh, that person's really talented, or that person really took it for their career, and you know, they built a whole life around it, their financial life, their social life. But I've always done that too, but I've always seemed to enjoy spending a lot of time alone. It's probably from seeing my mother. You know, she was pretty much widowed and never really got together in another relationship, and never got married again. And so I've seen a lot of her soulful work she would do, and really enjoy being by herself all the way up to, you know, her later years. And I think I incorporated that when I went out on the streets, and I somewhat found my family out there, but I really found a lot of solace and you know, a lot of soul in just being by myself. And so I use the arts every day. I definitely get to a point where I'm mastering a lot of them so I can make my living and go out and socialize with them. But I find myself, you know, every day doing some creative writing, which influences my creative thinking, spending a little time playing music, or even just humming along and singing to myself. But it's all about, you know, just getting in touch with that inside voice, your original source that you came in this world, and learning how to listen to that. And I think all the arts amplify that voice. And so they provide a real practitioner way of being creative and being an artist in life, not just, you know, painting, drawing, and doing all the crafts part of it. So thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you guys real soon.